Are you in search of a place you can get quality petroleum products? Well, I got news for you. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated is the company to meet all your petroleum needs. We are one of Liberia's leading importers and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We are fully capacitated to deliver your petroleum and diesel products anywhere in Liberia. Mayoba and Sons Incorporated, we do rental of dump trucks, tanker trucks, heavy equipment, D8, front loader, excavator. Our clearing and forwarding agency is fast, reliable, and can deliver your goods on time. Mayoba and Sons have improved the quality of reconstituted distributions and importation by financial institutions empowerment. Our head offices are located at the Garnersville Town Hall Junction on Barnesville Road and Freeport Sidman Compound on the Bushra Island. For more information, call us on cell numbers 0886 512 379, 0777 512 379, or 0777 255 030, or email us Mayoba, MAYOUBAHS @yahoo.com, or visit our website www.mayobaliberia.com. Our mission is to keep petroleum on the Liberian market stable, effective, and efficient. Our vision is that our presence be felt in the 15 counties with outstanding commitment. Mayoba and Sons, Liberia's pride.
Mama, you still do No, let's still boy. Hey, you still about to have a party. I'm going to walk up. Chairman, we are only down base.
For what's a blood?
What tablet, man, piece, what tablet, piece.
No,
brain. No, stop it. You can't do that. How you a brain human being? Let me know that roster fee. Let me know that roster fee. You tell human being you're a brain human being. Let's stop the kind of thing. If we catch criminal or some of them commit crime in our community or whatsoever, take that to the law or carry that to the nearby police station and report that to the police. Let the police themselves investigate and find out whether he right or wrong. Yesterday, I was coming from Keba. A brother walked along truck. I said, no, they said the truck hit the motorball ball. All the motorball men plus they came in together and they said they want point the driver in the truck. It's wrong. Let's stop more violence. Maybe the accuser or somebody that you feel are criminal, they may not be criminal. But when you take that to the police station, based upon the police investigation, they will tell you that they made that criminal or not. Please, my people.
Who are you?
You policeman.
What are you, more people?
Yeah, come here. You go to ask me as I do. Yes, you're all right. As I was saying, yeah, let's stop that kind of thing. Take it to the law. You not get one right under the law. Nobody right until the law can say you are right or wrong. Please, I beg you, my people.
Who say you?
If I say who tell you?
So say who?
So say same Zion. The man who get crime stopper. He the one say, I'm gonna tell you, nobody gonna take the law in a hand. Don't say the same. Say in the Bible say, same Zion say, don't take the law in your hand. You have to come away. You want it was you who will be the first to attack me. Yeah, not true, yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Hey, all this out there. Oh, man, says I'm looking at it for you. Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever location jumping till the break of dawn. Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, go 20 pop. Put it to each key.
When chicken say, it's so gospel. When chicken say, it's so fasting. Now every day I tell you this. 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 Soon I'm everything I know you to say. You and your friends come gossip in every day. But I will every day I tell you this. Sometimes I get this for my eternal custody. You come to my house, you eat and you drink. Put the money where you got to never me. What did they say? And they cannot even do. Like be everything I tell you that I want to do. No despite the better we can keep you out. Not keep that. Nobody can do that. Get on the floor. Tell them what we do. Everything activity is something that we produce. Here all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money.
A pleasant good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the program from the Print News on Freedom FM 87.9. It's good to be back on your radio to bring you stories making headlines in the print media. My name is Wendell Nimna and I'm here with Esther Daku. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. It's good to be here again. And I'm grateful for health. And I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, happy seeing you this morning because 2 days.
Yeah, I was seriously down with headache.
Headache?
Yeah. I think you heard me when I called you. Did my voice not sound strange?
I thought I had a headache.
Whatever. Yeah, so I haven't been too well, but at least I was strong this morning, and so I'm here. I hope I will be strong again tomorrow and every other time.
All right, so that's it, folks. It's good being here this morning, and I want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors: Cramps Top Us Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and my Yuba and Sons Incorporated. So you bought the peanut cocoa now for Edmund?
No.
Again, I guess she's in different country.
I don't have to act like I'm in a different country, Wendell. I don't want to talk about stuff.
Yeah,
and all of that. So I don't know what it is. You have to give me a sample. Let me see. Whoever you are kind of how you going for have got to let me taste.
Oh no, I know. I'll buy and give it to. I'll buy and give it to my man Edmund. I'll buy and give it to Edmund. Well, folks, it's good to be here this morning. We want to welcome all of you. Those of you watching us, please help us share the live. We are about to bring you the online versions of Front Page Africa and the Daily Observer newspaper. So we now begin with this story. And it says, woman charged with murder of 8-year-old girl in Lofa County. Vonjima Lofa County authorities in Lofa have charged 20-year-old Musu P. Kane with the alleged murder of 8-year-old Sia John, whose lifeless body was discovered in an unfinished building in Vonjima City on January 26, 2025. Whoa.
The tragic discovery was made early that morning near Kintoma Hill, sparking immediate investigations. A 15-member jury was convened to examine the circumstances surrounding the girl's death, and their preliminary findings pointed to signs of foul play. Kane, who is reportedly the fiancé of the victim's brother, was arrested shortly after the body was found. She was formally charged with murder and appeared before the Vondiman City Magisterial Court on Tuesday, where the case was officially filed. Authorities have yet to disclose a motive for the alleged crime, and details surrounding the incident remain unclear. Meanwhile, the news has sent shockwaves throughout Vondiman City, with residents expressing deep sorrow and calling for justice for the young victim. The case has drawn widespread attention, with many in the community demanding swift and transparent legal proceedings. All right, so that's it. That's the story there. Let's bring you more stories. Let's bring you more stories here from the front page Africa online version. All right, folks, my internet's trying to act up this morning, but let's get to more stories. Let's bring you more developments. Let's bring you more developments, and let's bring you this story. Let's bring you this one. It says Koji Hill's Supreme Court boycotting President Bwaka's State of the Nation address. Jefferson Koji, the Secretary General of the Coalition for Democratic Change, has praised the justices of the Supreme Court for boycotting President Bwaka's second State of the Nation address, describing their absence as a patriotic and nationalistic move to prevent constitutional chaos. In a social media post, Koji stated, by abandoning today's State of the Nation address, the court has averted what could have been a dangerous precedent and preserved the stability of our democracy. Earlier on Monday, the Supreme Court issued a statement clarifying that Chief Justice Yae Nyene Jiyo was absent due to her participation in the annual high-level meeting of Chief Justices and Presidents of Supreme and Constitutional Courts from Africa and the Middle East in Cairo, Egypt. However, no explanation was given for the absence of the other justices from the SONA. The boycott comes amid an ongoing dispute over the leadership of Liberia's 55th legislature. A faction within the House of Representatives has elected Montserrat County District Number 11 Representative Richard Korn as Speaker, a decision that has been legally challenged. The Supreme Court's ruling on the matter did not provide a definite resolution, with both factions interpreting the decisions in their favor. The court has not officially recognized Korn as the legitimate speaker. Public speculation suggests that the justice's absence was linked to the fact that the SONA was presided over by Majority Bloc Speaker Korn, whom the Bwaka Korn administration recognizes as the legitimate speaker, rather than J. Fonatikofa, the constitutionally elected speaker, or his deputy Thomas Fala. Koji further criticized President Bwaka, stating that he would not be allowed to govern Liberia as his personal property. Mr. Bwaka is mistaken to think being tolerated to run the country equates to owning and personalizing government functionaries, he said. He also condemned what he described as an excessive deployment of police and military personnel, arguing that it reflects a lack of public confidence in the Bwaka Korn administration. Koji specifically accused Inspector General Gregory Coleman of leading a dysfunctional police force, citing the reinstatement of officers with questionable past. The police force, rift with individuals of questionable integrity, such as Johnny Boladin, Assistant Commissioner for Crime Services, and Sam Bala, Deputy Chief Investigator, ARA 2, who were previously dismissed for armed robbery and misconduct, reflects poorly on Inspector General Coleman's leadership. He stated he further warned that Coleman's approach to law enforcement, which he described as brutal and authoritarian, could push the country toward unrest. Coleman has zero capacity to withstand full-scale chaos. Restoring such figures to positions of authority erodes public trust in our security institutions and undermines efforts to establish a safe and just society, Koji asserted. Let's bring you more stories from the online version of Front Page Africa newspaper. Let's run to more developments. Let's bring you another story here. And we will do this story right after we send controls to Esther to bring us more developments. So it says here, Liberia, President Bouaka joins African leaders at Energy Summit, aiming to provide electricity to 300 million people across Africa by 2030. Dar es Salaam, Tanzania President Joseph N. Bouaka has arrived in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on the morning of January 28 to take part in the African Heads of State Energy Summit. Okay, I think we can leave that story. Okay, let's bring you this one. And it says, U.S. to deport over 1,500 Liberians on stricter immigration policies. The United States is set to deport 1,563 Liberians as part of a broader crackdown on illegal immigration under the Trump administration. The deportation is part of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE's effort to enforce stricter immigration policies targeting undocumented residents. Front Page Africa has learned that the Liberians in question are part of the 1.4 million individuals ICE documented for deportation as of November 2024. While the exact timeline for their removal remains unclear, reports indicate that deportations of undocumented immigrants have already commenced under the administration's policies. Liberia is not only the only African nation affected. Other countries, including Benin and Nigeria, also have national on ICE non-detained docket with final orders of removal. The move comes amid ongoing debates over immigration in the U.S., with the Trump administration doubling down on efforts to curb illegal immigration and enforce deportation orders. Liberian authorities have yet to issue a formal statement regarding the development, but the impending deportations are expected to spark significant concerns for the families of those affected in Liberia's already fragile economy. This development raises questions about the long-term implications for Liberia, especially as the country continues to recover from years of economic challenges. Local and international organizations are likely to call for measures to support the reintegration of deportees into the Liberian society. So those of you who got family in America and you know they ain't on good status, get ready, they are coming back. Yes, 1,563 Liberians to be deported. Whoa, Trump is back.
The one who
Yeah, but Esther, the thing is,
who can buy them off their family members.
Esther, the thing is, you cannot be living in another man's country illegally.
Yeah.
You know, there are people who've been living in America 20, 30 years. They don't have papers. Well, why would you want to do that?
Exactly.
20, 30 years, you can't get your papers. At least people who 1 year, 2 year that went there and they're struggling to get papers, we have mercy on those people. But now somebody that been living there 15, 20, 30 years, you just living in the country illegally. Everything you're doing is undercover. It's not correct. We will support this deportation. Let them come and join us.
They'll come and join us where?
But they come in here. So what
Like,
do we do?
I
The people come in here. What will go ahead?
I pray.
You will send them to what will you will send them?
I mean, look at what the country is right now. This is no good news. I'm not happy about it because we already know how struggling our country is.
Esther, I'm also not happy with Liberians who went out there to seek greener pastures, to come back home in that form and manner. But the thing is, some of us, we just have this don't care attitude, being irresponsible. You cannot be living somewhere 20, 30 years. You're taking advantage of the people. You're taking advantage of the situation. You cannot be living in a country and you don't have legal papers, man. 20 years, 30 years. In that 1 year, 2 years, then we're going to say, yeah, this person's struggling. This person just going there and, they're trying to make things right. Well, I mean, 20 years, 30 years, you're in America. You don't get papers. So what?
This is really worrisome.
That's the law. The people that are country.
What they're going through right now, you're used to this kind of life, and you're coming to this kind of life.
But
welcome back. If you're coming back, we want to start introducing you to the bucket in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You gotta carry the bucket in the bathroom to take bath. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Like a friend.
That's what we are still doing here.
Like a friend of mine. I visited the house the other day, and then when I got there, I saw this kid. I said, "Who is this kid?" He said, "Oh, I'm my sister's son." But the kid was sent back. He was not deported, but he was sent back to learn some lessons.
Okay.
All right. So I saw him taking the bucket to the pump. He opened the faucet, draw the water and start carrying it. I say, "My man, you just starting, yo." Yeah, you will get used to it. You will get. I said, "You can eat rice." He said, "I'll eat a lot of rice." I said, "Okay, just way small." So that's it, man. It's sad. It's sad,
Liberia is, some people say, I'm not trying to denigrate the country, but we are at the beginning of the world.
You're living from heaven, you're coming to hell. Yeah.
We are at the beginning of the world.
I tell you,
the whole world is here and we are at the beginning.
We are the beginning. You join us. We incorporate you into the system.
Gus, I don't know if you're listening. I sent the link. I don't know why.
Every day goes in his link business, man.
Gus, I'm sending it again, but I did send it.
Every day goes link business. We got all the things to do. Now link, get first and talk.
No, I beg you. I sent it, please.
So the people who will be coming back, we just it's a sad news. You have 1,563 Liberians on the list to be deported back to Liberia. They're not taking them to Guinea. They're not taking them to Nigeria. They're not taking them to Sierra Leone. They're not taking them anywhere, but they're bringing them back to their country of origin. This is where they come from, and they will be deported back to this country. All right, so let's Esther, you can continue. Let me take this call.
Okay, go ahead, Wendell. And it's that kind of way. I don't know what the actual issue is, Wendell, because you are in the country. There are a lot of ways, there are a lot of ways in which you can let me
hold you a little bit. Sam Sion wants to say something about the deportation issue.
Okay.
Omen Sion, is good having you on the print news this morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Wendell, and the rest of the crew on our show. Every time you hear me talk on this radio, and my brother and friend Wendell is on the air.
Yeah.
I'm sure you are not hearing me talk on any other program.
Sure.
Look, listen, the 1,500 deportees is just the group that are basically coming from in prison.
Okay.
And then this one there is caring. We got hundreds of thousands of people in America from Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them been in America since 1990 war started here. Up to today, most of them don't have documents. Up to today, and unfortunately for us, they are hunting people on the street in America to deport them to their countries. We pray to God, Liberia shouldn't be there, but certainly you can. Liberia, I was just talking to a police in America just a few minutes ago. Liberian and other people who don't have people, they are in hiding. Yesterday, a few days ago, President Trump stopped the food stamp. And let me explain what the food stamp is in America. If you are in America and you are a low-income family, probably you got family of 7, 8, 10 to 9, 3, whatever family you have, but your income cannot sustain those families. So the federal government can give you something called food stamp. It's like a credit card, business card, the same thing you get people using it here.
Okay.
You can use it, you go to the grocery store, you buy food, you buy water. The only thing you can't use it to buy is cigarette and alcohol. So these things help a lot of families, even your house rent. So federal assistance can help you to pay some of the rent for you, so not help you with a light bill and water bill. President Trump has cut everything off.
Wow.
I just got a video. I don't know what I go for you to play. People crying in America on TV, crying, sitting and crying because they believe that no more hope for them. The food stamp is gone, no more federal assistance, nothing will come to help them. They think how they will survive. And from our society here, most of our people over there, they've been there helping the brothers and sisters back home. But there are other people who over there forgot about Liberia completely. So if they started to deport the first 50,000 people from America to come to Liberia, the first group they bring in, that those are the ones that are coming from in prison.
Okay.
But the regular American Liberian that are in America that don't have documents, they are not criminal, they are good citizens, but they don't have paper, they don't have residential paper, or they don't have citizenship. They are most of the people.
Omen Samson, you live in America before, and I'm quite sure you are a law-abiding person. What do you think are some of the factors responsible for people living in America 10, 15 to 20 years without documentation? What are some of the things responsible for that?
Well, some of the things I saw, there's something they think they call the TPS or the DED. That TPS,
the temporary status, right?
Temporary protected status, where every year people can go ask the government to extend it.
Okay.
President Trump is not going to extend it. We got more than 50,000 Liberians or more on living under temporary protected status. And when you're on temporary protected status, it allows you to work. It allows you to work and earn money. It allows you to rent out. It allows you to live like regular, like any other person.
So those with the TPS are not eligible for deportation.
No, those are the people. The man will not re-sign it. I'm saying that you will not sign it. So that means if the man refuses to extend the TPS, you know what I mean, right?
Wow.
We are in trouble. We got to pray for our brothers and sisters in America, particularly those that don't have paper. We pray for them. Look, I'm not joking. I am in trouble. When you go to church this Sunday, I know you try to go to church on Sunday before you come to that radio to do your Sunday show. And when I go to the mosque on Friday, and all Liberians, look, if you check the money that comes to Liberia every year for our brothers and sisters in America, it's in the millions. And those people most of them will no longer afford to send money to Liberia. This is reality setting in right now. The election in America, I thought the whole world likes it. And the reality is setting in. I'm sure you got your colleagues on the line on the other side from the USA with you today on Radio Arabic. when there are reality setting in, I'm looking at video where people crying, they have cut down food stamps from there. Federal government spend billions of dollars every year to subsidize food for poor people. And those people will no longer have federal. Not only the federal, even the medical assistance they give them. Federal quality. Also, when you say, where you going to get help? If they get help with a hard rent, what will happen to you when the hard rent is due? The put you on this, when you're on the street, what they will do is actually pick you out. The ICE people in America have intensified it. We got to pray for our brothers and sisters in America. Those that don't have people, so God can guide them. I just wanted to make this contribution because I heard you talking about deportation. Those are deporting are criminals.
Okay.
That were charged for armed robbery, carjacking, aggravated assault, murder, and other very felony crimes. So for them, it's different. But our other brothers that don't have paper, we should pray for them. And Liberia, we already don't have anything here. So if you start bringing people in Liberia to increase the number, we here, other people are looking for jobs. So, where we're going to find it? So the best thing we can do is to turn to the old man and pray. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, the security expert, old man Sam Sion. Esther, you see, the same thing you and I was talking about before the old man calling to make his import.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it. Those ones that are coming now are the ones that are taken from jail, from the prison to the airport, on the plane back to Liberia.
Okay.
Those ones that are on temporary status, the temporary protective status, according to what the old man just said, Trump is not going to give them extension. He's not going to extend it. So it means that if they give you TPS, maybe the TPS you got for 3 years, and after that 3 years, the next thing, that deportation, because they're not going to extend it. So you see, Liberia, all our brothers and sisters that are on that side.
So, Wendell, now what comes to my mind is that do we have programs in place for these people? Because we're talking about prisoners.
You're talking about programs, the ones that are here in jail, you got programs for them? The people just come in, just be, just be loitering around. What programs you have?
Be free? That's what I mean.
The thing is, some of the guys in America, let me tell you, I know a couple of folks that were deported, and then later on, their families send all their stuff back to them. So like that. Maybe I'm in America and my son is there with me. My son did something. He got deported. And all his stuff, I sent it to him. Now, I can help some of them. Some of them, their family can still be sending support for them. And,
Well, what I'm saying, when
people
go to jail for crimes,
say they lead them, yeah.
People go to jail for crimes. Let's say, for example, we have people here in prison. Some of them cost different. You
get programs for the ones that are here? When last you went to
saying, Wendell, the security of the society.
Yeah.
You don't know what crime. I'm sure their crimes can be stated, right? What are these people?
Yeah. You just heard some of the crimes they commit, car theft, different things than burglary, and you just name it.
That means our society or our country
it's going to help. The old man is calling back. He wants to say something.
Clarify one of the questions I'm asking here.
So let's hear you, old man Sam Sion.
Answer the question for Esther. Esther, the thing is, Esther has a very good question. What I want to bring them to Liberia, they will be free.
Exactly.
Esther, if you pull 1,500 people in our prison in Liberia, if those people eating $2 a day, $2, each one of them eating $2 a day, 1,005 times 2, that's $3,000 a day, right? So that $3,000 a day to 1,500 inmates will be eating a day, times it times 10, every 10 days that's 30,000. Where the government get the money to build 30,000? We don't have that kind of money here. And then, No, we should prevail on the government to provide all of the resources for the security people. The security people, the police, and all the security people that need plenty money. They need support.
Because the crime's going to get high again.
That's correct. Because if the police people don't have the needed support to be able to fight, to be able to maintain law and order, when they get overwhelmed with people, I mean, it don't go for us. So the government, among all the government competing priorities, should be security number one. Because if the security people don't have money, you give all the money to education and give the money to health. If people are not safe, you will not go to hospital. If people are not safe, you will not go to school. So the government, among the government competing priorities, the police, the security forces should be the number one in getting help to be able to maintain law and order. If you're deporting 1,500 criminals into Liberia who coming from prison, and you got tens of thousands of other people, you also talk about the TPS, what are the 3 years? It's not 3 years when they're, it's every year, I think it's in April or something. Every year they renew it. So every year when they extend it, that means all of the people that are on TPS, all of them are qualified until another year to that point. Trump will not renew the TPS. I can tell you this for sure. There are sources talking to us. He doesn't intend to renew any temporary status for anyone in America. So why people, our brothers and sisters, tens of thousands of them that are living on TPS in America? You tell me. I mean, they're coming back home, right?
Yeah.
Do we have anything here to offer them? And this is not unique to Liberia. You call Nigeria directly. So the Nigerians, hundreds of thousands of Nigerians in America will be coming back to Nigeria. Do African government ready to host this, to host our brothers and sisters coming? Do we have the resources? This is a wake-up call to the government to empower the security. The security they need all of the things they can get. All of the things they can get. You can bring 1,500 people from America, deport them from prison, bring them to Liberia,
and some of them are hardcore criminals.
But you hear the charges are there: carjacking, rape, armed robbery, murder, aggravated assault, and all that kind of different thing there. So those are serious charges. So some of them have served their term already in prison. They finished now. So they don't want to carry them back to America because they will do the same. Some of them are recidivist. They commit the same crime over and over. You kill them in jail, you bring them outside, they commit the same crime. So you don't recidivate them, they don't want them there. So they say, go back to your country. Some of them don't know nowhere in their country. Some of them don't know nobody here. Please.
Hey, Liberia, we already inside and they come and get inside.
They do everything they can get. And you need to sing somewhere here because this is not politics, it's about the security of all of us in Liberia.
That's true. That's correct.
Thank you, William.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You see? So if the government is not providing all of the logistical support for the security, it means that our country is heading for more danger.
Exactly.
Because these guys, the crimes they committed over there, have someone in not small criminal there. Burglary, rape, car theft, you just name it. Armed robbery, and I mean every other crime you think about, they are the ones that are deporting. So when the security is not vigilant, you don't have the tool to work. It means that the country is going to be involved with more, crimes, because these guys that are coming, the things they learn, their country is small for them. Their country that small, the people coming from a very big society. Then they come into the kind of small country where they can just use their GPS and say, this is how Liberia is, or this is where you can get the money, people. So it's going to be tough. So like the old man said, this is not about politics. This is about the security of our country. When you have Liberians, the thing is so frustrating. And some of the people who we are speaking of, their parents struggle to make sure that they leave this country,
Okay.
to go over there to get some education to help the other families.
Exactly.
And they went there, they decided to go to get yourself involved into crimes. So when you come back home, your family stay around thinking that our brother or sister coming from America, with something good.
Mhm.
Our sister is coming back as a deportee.
Google, wait,
Our brother
for
is
where?
coming back as a deportee. And you're coming back, you're not coming with nothing. You're not bringing suitcase. No suitcase. They're not telling you, say, let's go to your hall, you go pack all your things. No, they're not telling you that. From the prison compound to the airport, you coming in at your orange suit or what kind of suit. When you get at the airport, the American authorities will turn you over to the immigration authority.
Now, Wendell, for those of them who don't have anybody back here, because some people went there during the war, they don't even know what their families are. They have not phone, be in contact with them and all of that.
Mhm.
And you are just dropped at the airport in your orange suit. Where do you go from there?
They turn you over to the immigration. The immigration will keep you until you can identify your family or your family come and identify you.
Okay.
All right, that's how they can do it. They're not going to allow you and say go. It's the government responsibility to make sure they provide shelter for you until you can get to your family.
Wendell, that is one of the reasons why I talked about program. The government really need to look into that, where people don't just come from praising and just jump and run back, with the people. You must have a program for them. I think you watch some of the movies, the investigative movies where people come from praising.
They get rehabilitated.
Program.
Yeah,
yes,
they get
people watch them,
rehabilitated.
they test you every time to know whether you went back to taking the drugs and all of that. You go back to praising for aid. Do we have the programs here? Are our people working on these kind of things?
Well, in Liberia, what they get for our hands so. The country.
It's important. It's really important.
The one that said, well, the Salt Beach, the prisoner then what will get to Salt Beach, they get dead, growing, some of them getting rotten in jail, the BB sold, and they say the guys are gonna, I don't know what kind of thing can catch people now. They say most of the people there they getting sold in Salt Beach. Yeah. But you got no programs. No programs. At least if you had a program there where the guys will be doing carpentry, they be doing, different things to help them reintegrate them into society. But we don't have that kind of programs.
Yet to see, Wendell. The last time I remember we had, the senator from Montserrat.
Yeah, Sir Joseph. Yeah.
Was that a year ago, right?
A year or two ago. Yeah.
2 years ago, and he talked about having that kind of program at Top Beach where people can learn different carpentries. To be so that you will be able to live a normal life when you come out of the prison. Is it working yet?
Esther, I cannot tell you that it's working yet because we've never one day saw in our country where this man got out of prison and he got rehabilitated while he was in prison. I haven't seen that. I haven't heard of it. So maybe somebody can call and prove me wrong. But all the people I know in this country that are languishing behind bars, they got no programs there. That's why you heard the old man saying that they will free you, you will commit this crime. The people will free you, go back, you commit the same crime, they free you, go back. So they're tired with you now. They're not going to keep you again from the prison to your country. Those who have been rehabilitated, that are pending deportation when they come, it's a good thing for them. Because they have been rehabilitated. It's just that they're going to experience different, style of life. So we have Gus. Let's bring Gus in. Gus is in America. He probably have more information.
If you find yourself in a house that doesn't have a bathroom,
no, you give us well, let's hear from Gus. Gus, good morning and welcome.
You're welcome. Let me put a little bit of sand in your gari this morning.
Okay.
Hey. Create your new son, one of your new representatives out of them.
We will create our what?
Yeah, you'll have the opportunity to elect another representative out of the deportees.
I know, right? It's not
So,
easy.
yeah,
You
no,
see, Gus is a good example of what we are saying. Gus, like other Liberians who went there, who saw that society was something to get an education and and make impact into society. While some were saying no, we come here, we want to be criminals, we'll get ourselves involved with crimes and all of that. So, see
well,
what they're gonna get.
let me explain this. So here's one of the things that happened to a lot of people that come to America, especially the ones that are a little bit past the high school years and whatnot. The pressure of home, though, is one of the things that is so important. I remember when I first came to America, I was 16 years old. I mean, that was early 90s during the heat of the war there after Octopuss. We had a lot of people, a lot of my friends were in hurry. You know what I'm saying? I had people trying to not even go to school, just work and send money home. Same thing with even our community. When you look at the issues there, like the guys that don't have a car, when you come here, you don't hustle up and get a car quick. You're not, no girl wants to talk to you in our community. It's all those things, and people don't realize even back home, you waited your time, right? You went through the process. You were not a provider until you were a provider. A lot of these people come and without the home setting, nobody at home to steer them the right way. America is very open, and there's a lot of opportunities, including opportunities to commit crime. You know, you have all of these things here, and when people come, because of the fast life, they get involved quickly because I mean they haven't had opportunity in Liberia and other places, so they come here. And the first thing they want to do, they want to get the flashy cars, the range, the this, the that. And one of the most easy ways to do that is doing the drugs and all the other stuff. So that's what a lot of them do. But enough of that. Let's get into the politics of it. You guys were talking about why recidivism. I can never say that word. Love my man. But what happens is people go to jail and they were supposed to get somehow rehabilitated. Now, bro, let's just forget that. The people that ain't going to jail, they can't even get good school or anything. That somebody that'll go to jail and get rehabilitated. They say you got sand in your brain. The only way you believe that. That lot.
True.
The ordinary people ain't got nowhere to go to school. They're sitting down on ground. They're sitting down all these things. That somebody that go to jail, they will come back and say you rehabilitated. Anybody that believe that, go to Lofa County. I own all the land there. Come bring your money, I'll give you a deed. I mean, I'm being honest.
I should go tell somebody lane you getting low fire.
Oh, just keep sending me the money, cash app it.
I tell you.
Yeah, I own all the land. My grandfather David Sema was a surveyor. So that one, if you believe it, go ahead. The only thing that's true about it, you are the surveyor. But I own all the land. Go ahead and send the money to me. So, I mean, you are not rehabilitating anyone. First of all, you are not even taking care of the citizen. The reason why citizens are even turning to drugs in Liberia is because we're not, I mean, you look at the money we spent on a small group of people, and you look at what is required for the rest of the people. Don't mind you, man, Liberia is one of the smallest countries, population-wise, land-wise, in that region. But yet still, with an abundance of resources, we cannot take care of ourselves. How much does the ordinary Liberian person really need? Let's just take a small calculation. The average civil servant is making what, less than $200 a month. You think if you cut down lawmaker salary, presidential office salary, vice presidential office salary, and give those people about $1,000 a month, you don't think people will be living decent life? They will. And guess what? You don't have to create no money. All you did there was to equitably distribute some of our resources. But you see, we can't do that. Last time we harmonized, but when we harmonize, really, the truth is, the upper class is still
Yeah.
enjoying.
Yeah.
You
I will
know.
take this again. What God are talking about? One talk about rehabilitation.
Go ahead. Yeah, I want to hear you, man. My man, you
I
need
want
to
to talk
come
about
in.
rehabilitation.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's.
Okay, so God is saying rehabilitation. Look, under the criminal justice system, under the criminal justice system, the three components of the criminal justice system work this way. So when people commit crime, the criminal justice system starts with law enforcement.
Mhm.
When you commit crime, you get arrested by law enforcement and taken to an investigation where you are processed and sent to court. The court is the second component of the criminal justice system, which will do adjudication. When you go through adjudication, you are found guilty of a crime, you are sentenced to prison. That's the final component of the criminal justice system, which in that prison is you're supposed to be rehabilitated. You go to correction. In correction, you're supposed to be rehabilitated. If you're sentenced in that prison facility for 2-3 years, by the time your 2-3 years is over, you have been rehabilitated. When you're coming out from that prison, you're not coming as John Brown, the criminal. You are coming out as a brand new person who's ready to contribute in society.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have that here? No, we don't. We have a broken criminal justice system in our country, and it's been like that for the last decade since I was born. So bringing people back to Liberia, talking about rehabilitation, we don't have the facility, we don't have the ability to do it. We don't have it. No government in the country has had it. So we shouldn't pretend that we need the government. No government has any way. So rehabilitating people is a serious thing because by the time they leave the sentence, they come outside from prison, some of them now learn trade, maybe the carpenter. In fact, some of them go to school in prison. They come, the missing, the electrician. They're doing all the different things. They read your host, they everything. But those are the process that you go through. So you get to the point from prison and kind of dominate. That is a serious situation.
So there was the essence of having correction officers, and we don't have the facilities.
Because it's not only Liberia. Many African countries have broken criminal justice system.
We want to punish. We want to punish.
Yeah, the prison sentence we have in Morovia, it was built for less than 500. Trust me, we got more than 2,000 people in our place. It's over-occupied because no government has made any additional effort. All the government in Liberia made any additional effort to build new prison facilities. I saw recently the current justice minister attempting to locate land to build additional facilities. If those work, it will be a break because we have not had the opportunity in our country, all the government in Liberia have not had the opportunity to do it. So that way, Liberia, that will increase Liberia's standard because the law for prisons are categorically like if in prison, how many people should be in one room, in one bed, are all stated. So if you build new prison facility, then that facility will be able to accommodate training facilities, trainers, educators that get paid. Our correctional officers get paid less than $200 a month. They are manning murderers, robbers, and criminals. And it's been like that for the last 30 years.
Exactly.
You get less money, you got it. So I remember I experienced a lot of prison break up because the criminal go in to sell, people come to them, they got money. So it's easy for them to manipulate our correctional officers who are paid almost little or nothing. So we experience this thing. So we wish that the government can increase the support for law enforcement. That's my plea. I said that before and I'll continue to say it. My plea is government must continue to support law enforcement. God knows what I'm talking about. And
definitely.
That's a serious component of the criminal justice system. That's a final component. And without really adhering to it. That's why it is. Thank you. I'm taking my essay and I thank you for the time you're giving me on your show.
Thank you very much. We needed those information. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Just to finish on that, even on this program, we advocated under the last administration. One of the things I said many of times, with all of the land that we have, nobody have tried to get more prison. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we cannot grow as a civilized society when we're not enforcing laws. Okay? When we're not enforcing law, this is why we have jungle justice. You know why? Because the people sometimes get fed up. These same criminals come back. You know, they go to jail, they come back. Because look, the people, places are overcrowded. The people that are supposed to be protecting them or safeguarding them are getting paid less. I'm sure there's plenty of prison breaks in Liberia. You know, it's very easy. If I have money, I'll go to jail down there. There's no way you can keep me in that jail. I'll be out. You know what I'm saying? So, when they're, I mean, everything that we need done in that country, our leaders have refused to. But there's only one thing they know how to do. They know how to fund themselves. Joseph Boaga used to say, private jet was a problem. They say, Joe, we are one of Moran. And you see, any plan Joseph Boaga Moran now, even Kula John, Kula Fofana, my own sister, she said it. She said, well, embarrassing. When they show up to this thing, go on the executive mansion website. Today, they're showing President Boaga getting off a private plane. So he himself can have his morale because a real president, you can go to the tarmac and then they drive you to the red carpet. You know, when President we had mentioned those, they said, oh, it was a problem. You see, again, we just don't have policies. Everything we do is for this government. When that government finish, the next people come. I said here with the same thing with the free education. Let's make it a law. Nobody did. It's no longer a law. Well, Liberia is in trouble, man. One day we'll have a leader that
Serious
is
trouble.
truly serious. When you see Tanzania, a young leader there, you see what that young man is doing. You know, people can say the junta, and nobody was against junta sometimes because that's the only way sometimes country change. But when a junta decides to go away from true liberation to trying to pocket it themselves, that's when the people really go against it.
Oh yeah, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the same thing with Guinea. It's not like people Guineans were not in favor of him, but right now the way he's acting is more of I want to rule the country instead of I want to liberate the country so we can move it back. But you see what that young man is doing. I think it's the second coming of Sankara, Thomas Sankara. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
have hopes in Liberia, but the likes of our brother Prince Johnson and them have decided to just go ahead and do whatever they want to do for an 80-year-old old man just to have a job. I mean, it's sad. Our generation continue to sit back and see everything diminish in that country, and they're going to live there. And if this young generation in Liberia do not stand up, do not stand up. You know, Stanton Wilson said something. There has to be a third alternative. And the third alternative, it doesn't mean one particular individual. It has to be somebody that is truly serious about changing Liberia. A group of people that believe that Liberia is before anything else, not just party, but the fact that ordinary Liberians to continue to suffer is a shame. When you see people driving 90 to 100,000 hour car every day, they're changing them left and right. But children cannot even have a food in school. When my generation went there, we had lunch meal. You remember those days? You know,
Mhm.
when we had all these different educational systems, we had Nigerians, Ghanaians, Sierra Leoneans running to Liberia for job to teach us. Today, look at our country. It's a shame, man. Any of these people that sit there and try to brag, I can just look at it and laugh. So when your
Mm.
thanks, man. I'll listen to the callers, but it's really sad
Thank
sometimes.
you, thank you, thank you very much, Liberia, our country. Yeah, this country. But folks, that's it. We here this morning on the program from the Pre News, and today we are discussing about some Liberians that will be deported. 1,563 Liberians to be deported from America. All right. And the ones that we are speaking of are the ones that are currently behind bars. All right. That's Donald Trump first target. The one that are in jail, let's send them home first. Then the other one that will stay around struggling to get their papers. We'll move on them later. So we'll go to the lines. Esther will entertain the calls, but Esther is going to get to the comments first. Let's read out the comments. Those of you in America, you're calling and tell us some of the problems that you guys are going through that the deportation thing is coming. So let's get to the comments, and after the comments, we'll take your calls. James Ellis, just hold your line. We'll call you right back, or you can call us right back.
So James S. Keller says, Liberian people, your money, or how your Sierra Leonean government doing in Liberia? Are they treating you? Are they treating you guys good or bad? You did this to yourself, so don't get vexed with me. And Yasasha Reed says she's watching. Fabian Bar says, good morning, following live from Bushwa Island, Monrovia. Sadly, in Liberia, our leaders talk more than they work. I believe all this due to the long tenures of 6 and 9 years given to the executive and legislature. The shorter the tenure, the more the development. Like Ghana, whose executive and parliament have equal tenure of 4 years, is highly developed. How we adapt hope we adapt him by reviewing our outdated 1986 constitution in order to be in par or on par with other countries in terms of development costs. We have Domo Hill. He says, "Good morning, Esther and Wendell. Hope you guys have a pleasant day." We have Clarence Betty Dwyer says, "I wish President Donald Trump deport idiot like Robert Bonga." Yeah.
Rabba Bangura.
Forget about it, no, when you leave me alone, yeah?
No, the thing about
I
Rabba,
wish President-
and also the thing about Rabba Bangura and Donald Trump say he know America got only two gender,
Yeah.
male and female.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that was 10 years said the man who made yourself woman,
Mm-hmm.
when you commit a crime, you will go to man jail. So the man, the woman that who 10 years said to man, when you commit crime, you will go to woman jail. So that Rabba Bangura then they will do that.
And so, like Rama Bagura and the other stupid people who choose to be irresponsible all those years, James S. Keller says, let them come because most of them supported Joseph Baka. So he will help them the way he cheap like that. Clarence Opeji Dwese, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Liberia, the only country on planet Earth with two speakers. A country where lawlessness has become the order of the day. Welcome back, gentlemen. You guys' presence in Liberia will help Joseph Walker to learn more. Clarence Joel again says, if you want to be a responsible, come back to Joseph Walker, Liberia. America is not a place for irresponsible people. Dumont Hill says, plus, they are a way more sophisticated prison system to compare with Africa and Liberia. Those guys are dangerous more than rebels. Dumont Hill again says some of them are mentally ill too. Exactly. If they don't have anywhere to stay, we will send them to Joseph Waga Resto, where 25 kg bag of rice is sold for 1,500 LD. Clarence, why are problem your money? James S. Keller says some of them supported Joseph Waga, so he will give them job. My Nemo. And Michael Jiba says, watching from Buchanan, good morning. LTD. We have Puchu. Puchu says, hi, I'm watching from Motokona, Breville City. We have Clarence again says, President Joseph Waka will provide jobs for those of these guys who were in prison in America. He's very good at offering criminals jobs. We have Masa Famula says, thank you so much, Omen Siren. Augustine Talley says, I'm watching you from Baltimore, Maryland, USA. So far, these are all the comments we have.
So you can place in your calls. Those of you outside Liberia and listening, we have the WhatsApp number active, +231 86 500 104. And the line, the other numbers to call 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. And the female line is 0770 297 016. All right, let's take this overseas call first. We had this person waiting too long. So, James Ellis, good afternoon from Liberia. Welcome. Let's hear your contribution, James.
Yes, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Look, let me say that, the pricing company in America is a business. Like you and Esther in Liberia, there's money. You guys can open your pricing company. The pricing company in America is a business, private business, not owned by government. So, a lot of Liberian in America.
Oh my God. Ellis, you can call us back. You can call us back. We have him back. All right, Ellis, let's continue.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry for that. And a lot of businesses, a lot of prison company in America is a business that individual private business is running. But a lot of Liberians are coming home. It does not mean they commit any crime in this country. Take for example, if y'all work for Esther and y'all get a kid and she feel that you cheating on her, or she feel somehow the relationship is not working, you guys get 7 children together, you gotta take a phone note that your status is not regularized and call the police on you. And a lot of people that get houses here, they get all the children here, and they have similar problem with women calling police on it, and they came to domestic violence at the end of the day, the impression going back to that period. But honestly, it's the truth to make their life better. They can live a better because they get property here that in their names. They get a lot of properties there in their name that someone that we know. And honestly, and some states in this country are immigrant state. And the governor starts speaking already that you cannot look. If you look at all the African market, all the businesses that are here, all the Spanish people that are here, living here with all people, they were working. And they live in the apartment complex, they're paying rent. So if you look at the apartment complex, all the apartment complex are going to be empty because a lot of people live where I live. A lot of people live here. They don't have paper. So what you want to do with them? You understand what I say? I think those guys are in prison that committed someone there. They're in prison for a reason that is best known to themselves. But someone in prison because of domestic violence and those kind of simple assault, for going to necro. You get people, you see your girlfriend necro, you find her, police can't catch you there. You don't have people in the same time. So thank you for giving the opportunity with them.
Okay. Thank you very much, James, for your contribution. Let's get back to the local lines. Let's take some local calls. Okay, let's see who is this person. Let's see who is this person. Joseph Colley. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing, Manel, Esther, and my brother Gus?
We are okay.
And to our Liberian people, it's good that Gus is on. I know he a Lufa man, so at least we all need to hold the puppet feet to the fire because we all from Lufa. We need to speak against ills in society. So when I be that the Liberian people sit there and say, oh yeah, when the Lufa man were in power, he did everything that he was doing. They did not talk. So some of all our voices will be heard. We speak about it. And the part about it is like, look, there's more trouble coming. Because all these guys that are coming, you got a lot of them that were in drugs that will be coming to that country. It will increase all of those. So security got the real, they got all the money that's sitting around the real. Need to find a way to put money into the security system. And I hope our police will really be able to stand up because the thing Gregory Kuma is doing, he's not helping. And when all of these come, there will be multiple or probably hearing car theft. So people got to be, those who are there, your cars and things, some of these guys, they are advancing to some of the kind of stealing and things. As soon as they come around and start getting to know their way around to Guinea and places, we all need to be careful, about our country. And to the other one, to the rule of law, look, my brothers, look, the Papa know what he's doing. The Supreme Court spoke. The man did not listen to them. The term position, they told him, say, you need to instill those people. He did not listen to them at all. So I was really happy that we got some form of justice. At least that the court system is working. We cannot lose our hope in everything. But the message was sent out there. So he needs to know. And I thank you for all of that you guys are doing. God bless you all, man. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Let's go to Esther. Esther is going to take some local calls, but to James' point, Esther,
Mm-hmm.
this old man
James
is
or Joseph? That Joseph?
yeah, Joseph. This old man is imposing his will on us. Can you imagine? Joseph Boakai is sitting there talking about the rule of law, and he's the very one that have been violating the laws. You allow yourself to sit and preside over a system that is not coordinating. You have the judiciary branch is having problem with the executive, and the executive is supporting the ugly acts happening at the legislature. So Joseph Boakai, the old man, is just imposing his will on us. That's what he's doing. And Liberian people, we can only talk. We can just talk. We see now all these things happening in our country. And we say, oh yeah, man, let continue. We'll bear for 5 years, we'll bear for 6 years. No, we need to put this old man feet to fire. Let's go to Esther to get some calls.
Okay, let's have this person. Hello, welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Hello.
How are you, Esther?
I'm okay. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, long time, darling. How you coming out?
I'm fine.
Okay. This is David King. I do join you from a resident. See the music, people. I saw down on the internet thing that said the first people will be coming up in 1,363. I mean, 1,563. So it is worrisome for us to be hearing that other modern like you're coming. But all that sense I just making a fact. Why would it go to that person first before walking go? So they want to pour in trouble. Now, if you were saying that the worker have contact, I saw my study extending that time back in the American people that extend that time. But time to time they did that for 12 years. But then we are king, we did the same. So now the people who got all of the idea, who have all of the experience and the contact, I think it's about time so you can form an American counterpart to allow our Nigerian brothers to stay with it. No, Danny, because then people come here. A lot of people in this country, they're visiting from America. So if that does not happen the way the country is looking right now, economically, things are better. It's going to get so I think the best thing the woman workers are doing is still lying to us, then to tell us, he brought 10,000 young people and we can't see one job. The best thing to do now is you start talking with the Americans, then you find the ambassador was sitting under the sun listening to the sauna. I guess the two of them got to go rapport. And he lives with you. So that you can talk to the State Department to help our people over there, not to send them back here and spend that time before the time that they can expire. So they will be able to get started so they can easily. That's what we are paying it. You're not able to provide your money. Everything will be American sitting in the green market with nothing.
Okay.
I mean, in trouble, man. We need to. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, David King. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, what is true is every time that brothers social men is not committing crime and they are going to be supported, we are also taking on the president of the Boakai and a job in the government. So we know that in the government council are given good position in the government. But the reason is it's happening is people who see people who are council who are also involved in cartel in America and job the other come was only in America when you see you're living like a creature position at the board. We are seeing global position making it as a co-chair to come. Those are people who are living the gas. We hope but the border is going to do justice to our brothers who are coming because some of them are not a mother, we got a mother who's a born to work in government. This is the application that we are born to if he will take the lead, our president will fire for jobs so they can't get it, you know, waiting on right in Nigeria. Came from the
Okay. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Esther.
Hello, welcome. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
This is Solomon. I call from the Borough.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
No, everything you're talking, I didn't call forever. I call to appeal to God to help me in my hot government. There's nobody to help me. So I just call to appeal to them that they will help me in my.
So nobody from the National Disaster Commission came to your house?
Nobody get time for those things. Even down to our representative. I live in the food. Nobody. You don't get people all over the place. So I just appealing to you. I appealing to Mr. God. Let me see for my children and myself.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
For what to we don't have it.
All right, thank you. Gus is listening. He heard your concern.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah. How are you, my dear sister? For this number 10, I'm so I join you from Harrisburg. Hello?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Gonzo. We are listening.
In the diaspora and none of our sisters and things, you know, it's so sorry. But we want to say this, you know, sometimes our own people have their verbal abuse like this. They say you can't know the importing of your pot. They told my can say that. And the Rafin said that I want to be to our brother in the diaspora there. So you went in a people country that one brother with them say, oh, the normal year you spend in a country, one year, you're not able to run after your one or two things and set free, but it's a problem. Business what we left when it is a country and a problem, not you left me for what we say, for you to work America tomorrow, the money that they keep in. I know plenty here, you will all kind of things, but then when you go on outside now, you maintain state or and run after the document to get something what to do. That the right thing is meant we no need to bring the people, my brother. We right here, we're not even serious. Look at the kind of money they our men they're taking in the country and they put in their people on us and not even eating no kind of US dollars. So the whole year the kind of thing is there for the country, not slow on the country. They better let our people go back so the all of them can enjoy the money there. So these are some of the things. You don't know. I see I have a friend that just came from America, they can get their member. They see there's a great community whenever they see the house program, my brother. That when coming together, that small thing, the order of small thing, no bad thing. So no bad thing, you can we all here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome.
Thank you. Esther, pleasant good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Neme, and
Welcome.
your listeners as well.
Hussein, welcome to the show.
Thank you for the opportunity. This is Hussein Kill. I call from Jacobstown. You know, the government will not provide jobs for everybody, but the government should create a space that investors or the private sector should be more vibrant. And this is why you see whenever the president travels, he make it a business to, you know, talk to partners, investors to come to Liberia and invest in the private sector. Every time the president travels, he doesn't go for honeymoon. He's out there with some of his lieutenants as to ensure making the case for Nigeria so that this country can be open for investment. Even the brother there in the States, you can also encourage partners, friends, go with friends to come to Nigeria and invest. Because it is not for Bwaka or President Bwaka, but you are doing it for your country. What it is true, we have different challenges in different sectors in our country. The president also has acknowledged that there are challenges in different sectors. But we as individual citizens have a role to play. We should create a space that investors will come to the country. Or people will come on radio, different platforms, social media, and the image of the country has been destroyed out there. But it seems like when we say the government is doing nothing, then when you think investors will come to Liberia, when you individual citizens are
Hussein,
creating a space that there's a in Liberia.
Hussein,
Yes, Mr. Neiman.
that today you know that the country is getting bad image out there?
No, not today. If you say today, I don't understand. Because for the past years, we have been criticizing the ills in our society, right? We were not supporting people who were giving the image of our country, you know, bad out there. We condemn some of those things
but the very regime that you support are the ones that were on Facebook. I remember during the administration of the former president, that were posting a lot of negative things on the Facebook, on the social media to, create a bad image for the country. And now you are getting to know that.
Including protesting
So what that has it benefited them? It wouldn't destroy the country. Poor people sitting somewhere need job, sitting, and they are children to go to school. Then someone is destroying the country only because they don't love the government or they don't love the president. That is wrong. If it happened yesterday,
Thank you.
happening today, we should all condemn it.
Thank you, Hussein.
And today is wrong. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. This will be our last caller. Hello. Amina.
Good morning, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, Aliyu Masale. What's up? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This time we'll be hosting you. This time we'll be taking you as caller now.
I know, right? Okay, thanks for taking me. Yes, onto the issue right there. For our brothers and sisters who are going to be deported, yes, this is America, and I think you people say it more. There are some people, you come to America and you don't even say have document in this country. Instead of sticking in your corner, and you want to be going from birthday party to birthday party, from next floor to next floor. And this is how today some of our brothers and sisters get themselves into this. When you come to this country, you should know where you're coming from and why you are here for. But not because you came, Mr. Nimna say, oh yeah, Aliyu, my man, can I go for party? We go there, can I go to club? And most of the time in this country, when people go to club, you will always see fighting going on there. And one fighting going on, you will see police coming. When they come to look at you, they arrest people, where's your ID, where's your ID? Today, this is quantum when they get themselves caught. Who say thank you? You just said the government cannot create job for everybody. That's a good thing we all know. And the government need to create the avenue for investors to come. Which avenue is Joseph Waka government creating? When the country has been governed lawlessly by Joseph Waka, there is no respect for rule of law. Any country that cannot uphold the rule of law, that country is not a safe place. Do you expect me or encourage people to come and invest in Nigeria when there is no respect for rule of law, when there is no freedom of speech, police brutality? Okay? You can say that. President Waka should be able to stabilize the country. Our country is not safe. We want people to come and invest, but we can't encourage them in such atmosphere. So you should try to talk to your Joseph Waka administration. He's not a president.
Oh, Aliyu is gone, and today we the people of Barnesville is also mourning. They
I just saw it on the internet.
boy, yeah, man. Kids International CEO is dead, and it's a sad news. He left back his wife, his son, and a daughter. And I want to say to the boy family, want to say sorry for your loss. I know it's a high hit, and I want to say sorry. And today we got a couple of friends too celebrating their birthday. Want to remember them. The man Kwikwi Mori of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the USA, celebrates his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Kwikwi Mori, aka the Crown Prince. Today is also the birthday of Joseph Drople Swan. Happy birthday to you, JS, as we celebrate your birthday today, Mr. Joseph Drople Swan. Happy birthday to you. And all of you celebrating Isaac Yaya Johnson, the Zeke man. Happy birthday to you. Folks, we got to go. Esther, do we have comments you want to read? Or can we go now?
We have
few? Okay, let's do them quickly.
Aliyu Masale says, watching Good Morning Guys, the criminal rate is going on the increase in our country. The government doesn't even have jobs for those who are there. So the deportees are going to increase the drugs and criminal rates in the country. Yasa Sherry says this boy cannot talk true. And Venetia's Junior Bar says, I'm watching live from Upper Caldwell. Patricia Brown says, watching from Rehab ELWP.
So far, so good. That's all we have. We got to go, folks. Thanks. But let's hear from Gus. Gus, let's go.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. Again, y'all will have the opportunity to elect another devotee. Thank you.
Amen. Folks, we got to go. Ibrahim Kamara is coming up to give you $20,000. Hope you are playing. Keep playing the Freedom Cash giveaway. You dial star 799 star 70 hatch and put in your 100, that's your $200 or your $1.50 US. Today, part of plenty money, $20,000, not small money. Y'all keep playing and win big on today's edition of the cash giveaway.